Hello, my lovely Scorpios. Well, I've just done you the most beautiful reading and not videoed it. There we are. Oh, look, I haven't flipped that card over yet. So we're just asking Archangel Michael at the moment to bless and protect this reading, and that our spirit guides and angels and the support of the universe and our ancestors comes in to give us clear and concise messages in this reading today for our lovely Scorpios. And there you are, the first card out is the Queen of Swords. Well, you found out the truth about something. Are you embodying the truth? Are you using your intuition? And you're holding that energy absolutely beautifully. We would like a couple more cards just to clarify what our Queen of Swords is up to, what's going on for Scorpios at the moment. And I've got cards falling out my hands everywhere. Just two more cards, thank you, Spirit. And I think we're going to take this card. We've got the Page of Cups in reverse. So you're embodying this, and I'm just going to take the top card off there, which is the Six of Pentacles. So you're embodying this wisdom at the moment, which is absolutely gorgeous. You know, you've got clear thinking, you've got that clarity of thought, and you're using your intuition. You've got, you know, the firm boundaries, you're speaking your truth, even when it's difficult. So we're looking for clarity. You know, a really objective perception with wise, intelligent communication. You know, it's like you're someone who can listen without judgment and discern the facts from the feelings. So this is somebody who is really sort of mentally on top of their game at the moment. And we're going to have that clarified with the Page of Cups, who's coming in reverse. It's kind of the opposite of that. So this can be emotions. You know, somebody who actually avoids their responsibility. Their imagination might be a bit overactive and ungrounded. Their feelings may be misinterpreted by other people. Feeling a bit hypersensitive. So there's a little bit of emotion, hypersensitive, but I feel like there's this almost channeled information coming through to you that you're not used to. It's not sitting completely well with you. And then we've got into the mix the Six of the Pentacles. And this is about, you know, help is arriving. Whatever's emotionally troubling you, it's arriving. Somebody who's really fair and balanced. It's about giving and receiving. You know, having enough to give means that you have to be very open to receive so that you can flow that energy forward. So I think there might be a bit of healing going on around here. I think you might have had an intuition that these emotions of yours that are feeling a little disturbed at the moment, you maybe need to see someone. See someone who can give their expertise, and you've got to be willing to receive it, to heal out whatever has been troubling you. And it's like, you know, you've got this deep intuition that there's somebody out there who's going to come and resolve this for you. And somebody who's, you know, generous and kind-hearted and wants to give and receive and work with you, who wants to work with you in an equal reciprocity way. Because these Page of Cups in reverse, that can just, it's not a great place. Not a great place to be in. So something's clearly affecting your emotions. Ah, we've got the Judgment card. Whatever's troubling you and upsetting your emotions, there is, I feel, help out there. There's a healer coming. You've felt it, you've had the intuition. And the Judgment's about fairness and balance, perhaps finding the right person who can come and help you clear and heal through this. And it'll be somebody who's lovely, you know, giving, receiving kindness and energy. and letting that energy flow, be it money energy or, you know, generosity energy, kindness, healing energy. And I think with the Judgment card here, you're going to like this person. There's going to be a really fair balance and exchange going on. It might clear some ancient karma that's still hanging around in your energy fields. You know, you've got the feeling you should go to a healer. A really good one. Yeah. And then you've got the King of Swords. So I think a little bit of research around this. I think you're going to do something quite unusual. You're going to find somebody to come and help with this situation that's troubling you. And they're going to come in with a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, a clear mind, and a brilliant ability to communicate. A fairness. It might be that, you know, if you're in a legal situation, you're going to find the right representation. But you're almost going to use your intuition to find this person. And this person's going to come in with the facts, and they're sort of going to own the show. And then you will get, you know, judged fairly in the situation. Yeah. And you'll be giving and receiving. You know, you're open then to receiving whatever brings this into fairness. But I also feel with Judgment, it's again about this clarity of thought. You know? Being judged fairly. It's almost like a moment of awakening, of transformation. You know, it's all about being honest. These three cards here are about, particularly Judgment, it's almost radical honesty. It's where lessons from the past, you know, can inform a powerful transformation. Maybe taking a life review. It can also speak of second chances as well. But taking it up with radical honesty. Honesty. Coming in. Maybe shifting your perceptions around something. Yeah, giving and receiving with humility. There's a generosity here. Maybe the question, is it easier for me to give or receive? And where do I find the balance in that? Because I feel like there's been a lot of immaturity here. Maybe this is the shift. This immaturity, this me stuff. And your feelings, you know, you feel like nobody's understanding your feelings. They're misrepresented. But here, we come in with this radical truth, this clarity, this honesty. Because the Queen of Swords, she's really about mastering those emotions, yet she's challenged right next door by the immaturity and emotional imbalance of the Page of Cups. And I think when you go through this process, looking at where you're struggling with giving and receiving, where this immaturity still lies, and you go through this introspection, this radical honesty, I think you're going to find an extraordinary amount of maturity. You know, you're going to really shift. He's about mastery. You know? He's the king. So he's going to own his responsibilities and he's going to own his leadership. Yeah, so where we may have been codependent, we're going to drop the codependency. We're going to stand in our power here beautifully by following our intuition, our inner guidance, and doing this. Yeah, I think you're going to grow up. I think whatever's going on, it's going to take you out of that codependency, me, and you're going to learn to give and receive, and the importance of giving so that we have the void in which we can receive. Generosity. I want to say kindness as well, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Do we have a sixth card to build upon this story of this huge emotional maturing that our Scorpios are going to go through? There'll be no more "it's mine," I tell you. Or is this happening to someone around you? I'm not necessarily saying it's you going through this process, but I do feel that, you know, somebody around you might be growing up, and there you are. It's actually something you've wished for. So have faith in the situation. That whatever comes in to judge you is going to be almost like this wake-up call into radical honesty and the truth, honesty and the truth. And it's almost going to be a wish fulfilled, something that you wanted. You're going to shine like a star once you hit this level. So this last of the immaturity of whatever is going on, go through this process, find this deep, radical honesty, and you'll shine like a star and shine your light out to the world, because you will have this maturity and wisdom about you. Now, you're really going to have something important to say. This is about having faith and hope and trust in the universe that everything will be okay. And I think maybe through this process, you're going to develop a lot of faith, a lot of trust, a lot of, you know, this beautiful way of giving and receiving, of being from the heart. And you'll have enough to give, and you'll have enough room to receive. There you are, Ten of Pentacles. Now this is about long-term stability. This is about having enough and leaving a legacy for generations to come. And I think you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, all the tools are here. You just had to get that little bit of growth going on. Perhaps you will have some sort of, because this can be a bit karmic as well, perhaps you will go for a spiritual healing, and some karma from a past life will be cleared out and released. And this is going to cause you to have this huge amount of growth, and suddenly you'll have faith and trust in healing and the universe. Okay, the star. I keep wanting to say, go to somebody who's doing light language in their healing. I can almost see the light language coming through in this card. This is beautiful. Can you see her intuition, that ability? And maybe you'll have this divine awakening when you suddenly go, oh my gosh, there's more than what's on this planet. And it's going to bring you freedom from this immaturity. It could be that you clear a karma that was holding you back in this life. Something happened in a past life that caused resistance within you to allowing yourself the abundance, this level of abundance. And you just need to heal it out. Yeah? And when this is healed, with your hope and your faith and trust, you're just going to open the floodgates for this level of abundant and long-term safety and security. And love. I mean, truly, we manifest from love and joy and laughter. We don't manifest from greed, immaturity, an inability to give and receive. The universe will teach you a lesson over that stuff. But when you're clear, your energy fields are really, really clear post a healing. This is when the money can flood in. All your wishes, all your desires, all your hopes, you're going to get a lot of them. You just got to clear whatever's holding you back. And I've got a feeling it's just stuck in your energy fields from somewhere in the past. But the ability is here. And you've almost already had the inspiration to go and do it. It's just about getting on and doing it and clearing that karma. And you get such clarity of thought. You'll really get an understanding on this. And look, this is where we become the Empress. The Empress. She is the nurturer. She's whole and complete in with herself. She embodies creativity and growth, abundance and beauty. She's of the earth. So it's a really deep, nurturing love. There's just, yeah, so much healing within her, and she does cry out for healing. Do the healing work, I would say, and be that gentle, loving, supportive. It's like being the best that you can be, you know, and then attached to your creative work, because when we're clear energetically, we can let the energy from the universe flow, and we can do our creative. We can create a garden, we can grow our vegetables, but it kind of has to come from a stillness and that deep inner peace. And this is where your treasure chest will lie. It's going to be within you, within your joy and your happiness. Yeah, and there's messages coming in really quickly about how to get this healing work, how to get whatever blockage there is there, get it out, get it cleared, get it sorted. I think this message is going to come in really, really quickly. You're going to love it. Whatever's kept you stuck and stagnant and in sort of that low emotional vibration, you really have the ability, and it's using wisdom and intelligence and divine knowledge. You know, the universe, the trust, the faith, it's going to bring you in everything you wanted. You'll be who you always wanted to be. These messages are going to come in fast. So I would accept any offers of help and support to just get you over whatever has been holding you back from being all that you can be. This is a beautiful reading. Yep, and there you are. It's going to be the end of pain in your body. Could be that you find the right medical practitioner. Look, this is the end now. You've been absolutely taken out by whatever's gone on. Because it was just the Page of Cups in the Rose. I didn't realise it had been so bad. Sometimes the universe will bring you right down to the very bottom because the only way is up. Sometimes people get right to the very bottom before they'll even contemplate going to an energy healer or a spiritual healer, a light worker, a Reiki healer. I still have got this light language practitioner thing going on. Whatever it is, this is the last of it. I like to see these swords going boom, up and out your back. And you stand up, a new day is going to dawn. It's going to be so great. So it might be that you find, like I said, the right lawyer so that you win the case. And you learn so much through the process of what you've been put through. It might be that you find the right medical doctor who gives you the solution and brings you back to this really abundant happiness and joy. I think you're going to find them really quickly. It's going to, this dark day, this feeling that you've been stabbed in the back and you're, whew, out, it's going to pass. It's a horrible card, isn't it? It's almost like you're being brought to the very ends of what you can take. And it's at that point that you stand up and rise again. And stand up and rise like a brand new, fresh, divine spark of light. There is so much hope and healing in these cards that whatever has troubled you is going to be resolved. And it's really going to make you feel like $1 million. Yeah, it might take time. You might have to go back to your practitioner several times. But the seeds that you plant now, they will grow, right? There's a lot of growth here. Watch your investments in your own healing or in whatever is ailing you or been troubling you. Invest in it. And then watch how that growth comes, the abundance comes. And I would say the advice is that is just to sit back and watch how much you will grow through this process. Yeah, and there you are. We've got the Knight of Wands coming in. He's coming in with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of passion, a lot of inspiration. And he's just going to rush in this information, rushing in. What it is you need is going to come to you really quickly. Once you ask for it, just ask. And you're going to find the resolution. And it might be a little bit of a slow process to get fully healed, but it's coming. That new energy, that new you, it's coming in. You know, that's full of inspiration and hope and love of life. Could also speak of something as miraculous and as amazing as a pregnancy. It's a pregnancy, and it'll be one that you really want. It's going to make you feel $1 million. You can be the nurturer of the earth mother. You're going to be telling people all over the world, and they're just going to love you. If anybody ever had a negative thought about you, they'll put that to the side, and they're going to love you. And here you are, here's your 9 months of growth before this little fiery beast turns up to delight your life, to keep you up all night. Maybe that's your treasure that you're seeking. And I tell you, having a child, it'll teach you to give and receive. I think this is a delightful reading. I think something really fertile, creative and abundant is coming to you. Have we got any further messages for our beautiful Scorpios? Oh, nothing really coming up. Am I feeling anything? Come on, anything else for our beautiful Scorpios? No, just to say hope, knowledge, wisdom, truth, honesty. It'll get you to exactly where you need to be. And out we flip, believe it or not, the 10 of Cups. So that is your happiness, your ultimate happiness. That's what's coming to you. You just got to clear out whatever the block was. That ultimate happiness is really going to come towards you. Can you see how abundant and how much love? It's long grass for safety and protection. It's bees looking after the hive. So it has enough. It's very sort of abundant in there. They have all their needs and requirements met. And it's giving them a lot of peace and joy and laughter and happiness. You know, it's sharing with the community. It's, you know, your family. It's not just about your own inner happiness. This is about happiness in your family, in your community. You know, everything around you being delightful. Just what you always wanted. Yeah. Okay, well, I wish you every happiness. It looks like you're going to get it. Remember, these messages, they're not for everybody. They're general readings, so it might be your story, but just take from it what resonates with you and leave the rest. Wishing you absolute, well, growth. I feel here, a lot of growth in this reading. Enjoy it with lots of love from Avalon, and thank you for listening. Do like and subscribe just to give me the courage to keep on going. Thank you so much. Have the best time.